Yo, it's your boy Augie. Welcome back to another Sunday photo mode. And like I promised last Sunday, we are moving on to Doom the Dark Ages. Otis has a camera mod for this game, and it is really good. Now, it's not as in-depth as the Unreal Engine 5 one that I showed you for Universal Unreal Engine games. This mod one is made specifically for Doom, and it works around Doom's limitations. So we won't have all the tools we have previously, but still, that being said, we still have a lot of the tools we need to take amazing, beautiful photos in the game. So that being said, I've loaded up the tool. You can find it on Otis's Patreon. The link is in the description. Go check it out. But let's go ahead and let's just jump in real quick. Let me show you the settings I'm playing with. Once again, I'm playing on a 3070 Ti, 8 gigs of RAM. So these are the settings I rock with. I have a 2K monitor that I'm playing on, refresh rate. Just in terms of all the other stuff, depth of field, I left it on. Chromatic aberration, left it on. Sharpening, everything, film grain, I completely hate that shit. I turned that shit completely off. DLSS, quality, flex is on, reflex is on. Let's turn off HDR for now. We don't really, in case not everybody can enjoy HDR, because not every monitor is made like with HDR. But motion blur is completely turned off. Even for cutscenes, it is turned off. I don't appreciate motion blur. And then everything else is pretty much set to medium. Decals are high. Everything is set to medium. So those are my settings. And as you can see, nothing was really changed, but let's hit yes just to make sure. As you can see, I do have reshade also turned on. So we're playing with a reshade that makes the game a little bit more, I guess, realistic looking lighting. So I'll put the link for that too. That one can be found on Nexus Mods. You can go and download that. If you're going to install a reshade to this game is created with Vulkan. But if you're going to install a reshade, reinstall it with DLSS, DirectX 1112. For some reason, it works with DirectX 1112, but if you use Vulkan, it will not work. So when you download the reshade and you launch Reshader, make sure you pick the DirectX 1112. Now, let's get into the game. Before we do, though, we have some extras. Let's take a look. Weapon skin. We ain't got no real weapon skins, but we do have some Slayer skins. All right, so we got obviously the default Master Chief. We got the Butcher. Let's take a look at some of these and see which ones we want to go into battle with. I'm feeling Onyx a lot, so let's go with Onyx for now. Obviously, we'll come back if we need to do anything. We can hit. So the thing about the mod for the photo mode for this game is that it doesn't recognize the camera right away when you first start the game. You have to go out, start a campaign. We'll start a new campaign. Once you start that new campaign, it will then activate the camera and you will see the camera now. So I'm going to go ahead and just tap through all this. We'll accept and we will just start the game. And when we do, the camera, notice how in the corner it says camera found, then the camera launches. So now that we have the camera now set up, we can now pause the game and look around and do all that cool stuff we normally do. I am not appreciating these rings. Okay, so just to prove a point, notice how in the top left corner it says game pause. I hit the 0 on the number pad, and that allows us to pause the frame. I can hit insert now, and it says camera enabled, and now I can pan freely around this cutscene and see everything that was created asset-wise to create it. I can also drop all the way down into the trees, and we can, in a way, create our own cutscene just by rearranging the camera location and our camera speed as we pan forward through this environment. Now, no one's supposed to ever see this. Clearly, the developers are not anticipating us, the gamer, to ever get these tools, but we do have them. So we can look around and check out some of the foliage, just the design. Once we're done, obviously we can hit the insert key, which will return us to the camera state, and it will disable our in-game camera tool. And then we can hit the 0 key on the number pad again to now play the cutscene from where this frame left off, essentially unpausing the game. All right, let's go ahead and pause right here. Let's get the name. Let's pause right here. And we can hit the delete key, and that will take away the HUD, which in this case is the text. And then we can enable our camera. As you can see, we can still hear the game playing. Unfortunately, that's just one of the limitations of the tool, is that even though we have paused the game, the audio doesn't pause. But when you do play from where we're currently at, it will resync the audio to that track. So even you'll hear some overlap at first, but then the game will obviously connect the two back together. I'm trying to get this tree as our foreground a little bit, so let's move in. And I'm just gonna go and just take this photo. Just want to get the tree and the branches a little bit. All right, and once again, we're using Windows Alt Print Screen to capture in-game photos, because that's the best tool to use to get whatever you're seeing on screen as a photo. All right, so let us go back into the cutscene. Let's bring back our HUD, and then let's unpause the game. And now we're playing the cutscene as is anticipated. All right, so here we go. Oh my God. This depth of field is super shallow. Now we can turn off depth of field for the cutscene and get us to manually control everything, but we can also adjust depth of field with the tool itself. If we go into adjust, all right, so now we have turned off depth of field in cutscenes manually through the tool. We can now pull back as far as we want. And we can always add depth of field back in through, something like Lightroom. We do have those tools to do that, so we don't really need the game to control depth of field if we don't need it to. And now we can take photos. We can get this cutscene. Even though it's not really a real important scene, really, it's just showing the ability that we can still pause and get the shots we need. All right, what? I think I'm gonna land with this right here. Let's go ahead and grab that. All right, let's go ahead and play the cutscene through. God damn, that's just gross. Ripped homie apart. Held him down, grabbed his legs, and just ripped him apart. Ugh. You can see his kidneys. You can see, that's gross. That's gross. But this is what a good picture makes. Really selling that gore. Let's go ahead and grab that. All right, let's go back. So notice how when the cutscene now goes through and it syncs up, the audio matches again. So that's what I was saying, like when you pause it, the audio will break, but it will resync for you as you play. So don't worry if the audio breaks. It will always catch itself caught back up again. All right, let's see. What am I looking for in this shot? Right, I'm just using the D-pad to tilt the screen a little bit. Just trying to see if I can get these two to align better in height while still getting some of their features in frame. Let's give some more headspace there. Actually, let's go for more of a closer. Wait, is the helmet covering their eyes, or are there like eyes? Can't even tell. So, God, game creation is wild. Like, this is what they created. Obviously, we'll never see it, but to just prep the cutscene, these are the assets that they put together just to set up the cutscene correctly. Obviously, you have the water cube, the water map right there, and then you have our actors lit. You can see that spotlight just lighting only them, and then everything else is just bare bones. Because they're not supposed to see it, so it doesn't matter that it's bare bones, but the fact that it is just there. Even when you're not in camera, you still have to create, like, even the trees, like the trees in the background. It's wild, man. Game development is a wild process, and I don't think people really give developers their just due for what they do. So hopefully a tool like this will allow us to appreciate the magic that is game creation. All right, I think I found the shot I was looking for. There we go. I like that. I like that better. Let's go ahead and capture that. Let's change our camera. Let's play our cutscene. All right, let's take some hero photos here now. And just the detail, like once again, with a tool like this, you can really appreciate developers' work, especially the sculptors who are creating these visuals and just assets. It's just amazing the level of detail and work that's put into these games that people just sometimes never even get to see. All right, I like this shot. Let's turn off the HUD, and let's go ahead and grab this. Is there any other angle we can grab? See, normally you don't see this in the games, in the cutscene, so, but it's really like these guys are merging into each other almost. And it looks like the lighting is also updating as I approach, so it's almost recalculating the lighting geometry for this character in real time. But yeah, take a look at the armor, though. Take a look at the armor. There we go. There's a shot. There is a shot. Let's grab that. We fucked around and got a good shot out of this. That's nice. Even though the guy's kind of warping through a table, we're not going to talk about that. Let's go ahead and just get back in the cutscene. All right, let's go ahead and grab this. This almost reminds me of like one of those classic StarCraft loading screen pictures. Let's see if you can get the shot correct, though. Let's see. There we go. Let's punch back out a little bit. Make sure we get the totality of this moment. Let's push in just a little bit. There we go. I like it. All right, let's go back. Let's unpause. All right, let's go ahead and get some photos of her. Now, you already know what's about to happen, so just prepare yourself. But I can, let's see, where is, let's push in a little bit more because I'm not really liking the, there we go. Let's reset. Okay, we don't even got. I'm not even gonna change this one. This one's like actually perfectly balanced. We'll just grab it as it is. Let's go ahead and get back in. All right, let's go for this shot right here. Let's see what's going on. It's like a fat alien Donald Trump. Just the way the mouth and the eyes droop. I wonder if they model that after Donald Trump. That'd be funny. All right, let's grab this. And once you move the camera, you can just play the cutscene, and it'll still play from the angle you set it to. And then we can always cut back. All right, let's, there you go. There is a solid portrait shot of her. And then we can always, you know, with Lightroom Classic, we can always just blur as much as we need to and pop her out more by just masking and do what we do in Photoshop and Lightroom. So that's not a problem. All right, here we go. Here we go, baby. All right, let's pause right here. And let's just take a look at our boy. Let's start from the feet. Let's work our way up. This is gorgeous. Man's jacked. Never skipped a day in the gym or his supplements either. Here we go. Now we cooking. Now we cooking. There we go. Let's pull it back just a little bit. Let's go ahead and grab that. Let's go for a full 90, and then let's zoom out. Let's get that full body shot. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab that. Let's reset, and then let's play the cutscene, and the audio should resync. That's one thing about it. Sometimes the audio, if you're in a cutscene, the cutscene fully plays out. You won't get to finish the cutscene. But anyways, let's do something. Let's just do a restart from a checkpoint to see if that will reload the cutscene for us. It does not reset the cutscene. That sucks. Anywho, there is something. So you know the game is first person. Clearly, it's Doom is first person, but prepare to see some cool shit, because with Otis's tool, we can now go from first person to third person. Look at that. Now we have a third person Doom game. Now clearly his gun and his shield isn't showing up because of obviously the limitations of the third person view, but we can turn the HUD off and we can play the game now in full third person, and it is a riot. Obviously with the HUD turned off, it's a little bit harder to aim, but you now get to enjoy the game in a fully rendered third person view. How about that? Something you weren't even expecting to get. This right here is worth the price of the mod. Obviously in third person, not everything works like they're supposed to. There is some little minor hiccups and glitches, but you have third person. I think there is an overlay coming up that's telling us to do something. There we go. So we're gonna try to get through this little bit of the map here. Let's go. All right, let's go ahead and heal ourselves. And now that we're here, we can actually just dislocate the camera. And now you have Doomslayer in view, in game, real-time gameplay, and Doomslayer is present. If you do activate the camera in first person, only his arm and his gun and his shield will be visible. But with the third person feature turned on in Otis's mod, the full Doomslayer is visible. Unfortunately, that means that the shield and the gun isn't. But hey man, who cares when you have this beautiful piece of art to look at. Now we're gonna lock the screen. We're gonna lock the camera right here with my remapped camera lock pause break. As you see now, camera movement is locked. I'm gonna now trigger the toggle overlay for the control. So now I'm gonna take over the Doomslayer himself and not the camera with the decimal on the number pad. Input game enabled, and now you can do these little things, right? So now you can see where the game will normally shoot from. The gun doesn't shoot from actually the barrel. It's shooting from like his bicep, right? Or even like his shoulder cannon. And then the shield is, even though it's supposed to be down by his forearm, it triggers like more at his chest. But there you go. See, now you can do these cool little machinimas with Doomslayer, man. How cool is that? How cool is that? That is dope. Let's so I unlocked the camera and then I turned off my input. So now I'm controlling the camera again. And there you go. So if you want to shoot like reels or shorts, there you go. You can just set this up and people will be like, wait, how are you even getting this? This is wild. But as the first person to show you this, I will be the one to monetize this first. All right, let's go. Let's play. Let's go. Third person. Now it's basically just playing Gears of War. This is just Gears of War, Dark Ages. All right, we got something going on here. All right. Obviously, if you've played a Doom game before, you know what you're doing. But now that we don't have the HUD, we're a little bit just kind of shooting in the blind. But that's kind of the fun of it, right? It's kind of the fun of it. There we go. One more person left. There we go. All right. Let's see if you need to grab anything here. No, I think we're good on ammo. Let's go ahead and climb this cliff. Yeah, it's just, since you're in third person, not all the animations to climb up work the same way they're supposed to. But, you know, it's fun. It's just a little bit of trial and error to get through things, but we here, baby. Ah, come on. Real quick, let's take a look at this statue for a second here. Oh shit, we got company, boys. While we out here looking at the landscape, they're trying to kill us. All right. Obviously, I could have just paused the game and did that, but I'd already kind of do it in real time. But let's go ahead and just stand right here. Let's dislocate the camera once again. And then let's just do a pull. Let's just pull in. Not sure how his gun showed up, but we got his gun to show up. I'm not gonna complain, but I'm not sure how that came through, but it did. So it's pretty badass. That is pretty badass, boys and girls. The motherfucking Doomslayer. And now, if we lock the camera and we trigger our input, we can now move forward. And there you go. Now we cooking, man. Now we cooking. Let's go. Let's keep going. Man, I can't. The fact that we can't even see what we're shooting at is hilarious. There we go. We're just shooting in the dark, hoping to hit something. All right, let's get some B-roll footage of the. All right, see, notice how I didn't lock. You gotta say the art design in this game is really well done. Is that somebody coming out of there? Did somebody like get stuck? Oh my god, that is gruesome. And that's the crazy part. No one's even gonna notice this. You're gonna walk right past all of this without even noticing a thing. But yet, they still took the time to create and make this such a deep. That's the thing, man. People really got to start appreciating the art and hard work these developers and just designers put into creating these works of art that we play inside of. Because this is literal art, man. Like sculpting this in a 3D blender or whatever they're using, Maya. This shit is hard. This shit is hard, man. So people start like, oh, this game looks trash or whatever. I'm not saying people are saying this about this game, but in general, when people say that the game looks trash or something, the models look off, this is a lot of fucking work. This is a lot of fucking work, and it's just amazing how they can put all this together and create such a beautiful looking and just moody and dark feeling game. Just it's astonishing. Ah, he did. All right, let's go ahead and I like how these people are kind of telling a story here. Let's go ahead and get a shot of this. Love it. Let's grab it. go ahead and grab this too, baby. It's going to be a long ass intro when you guys watch this video. If you're wondering why there are so many pics, this is why. This was why. All right, let's get back in. Let's climb up. Ah, come on, come on. Ah, damn it. There we go. It's a little wonky, but you know what? Better than nothing. All right. Let's go ahead and pull out. All right, so this is the part where it sucks when you're playing in third person. You cannot interact with anything because it doesn't trigger the button cue for you to interact with it. Even though you're standing right in front of it, you have to turn the third person view off to interact with objects. So just be aware there is limitations to third person. Let me go ahead and just deactivate it for now so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so now that third person is turned off and back to first person view, I can press B now to activate the cutscene. All right, clicking right thumbstick should get us some melee, which is perfect. But now watch this. When I go into free camera, you will notice that we have the shield now, we have the gun, but we have no Slayer. He's just arms, no legs, just arms. So that's the limitation I was sharing with you. If you look down, Slayer ain't got no legs because he's literally just a set of arms in 3D space. So let's go do some damage. All right, where's that demon? Come on, demon boy. There we go. Gotta get some more of these. Grab that. 1, 2, 3. Successfully gain access to some shield. And we back out here, baby. All right. Is there a collectible around here somewhere? I feel like there should be. All right, we got some good setups here, so let's take some photos. Definitely of these guards playing commando over here. Let's go ahead and hide the HUD. All right, let's get him to look straight, and then we'll pause and we'll take our photo. How long is the animation cycle? Jeez. Turn your head, bro. There we go. That's it. That's the shot. All right, so we can't have Doomslayers just floating in there, but this is that shot I was trying to get, this nice tight. Let's get the barrel in the shot. Let's kink it just a little bit. And there we go. Now we have this almost... It's almost like one of them promo shots for ODST from back in the day. All right, let's get the other guy. Let's see what he's doing. I mean, his lighting is good. He has really good lighting. I like that contrast. Let's just get his angle right. And I think we got some work here. All right, I like that. Nice. All right, let's move. Enable the game. Let's go back where we came from. And let's go ahead and climb up. There we go. Oof. All right. Let's get to it. No huddy. What do we have here? Anything? Oh, you wanna just walk up on a nigga? Okay, all right. You got what you deserve, you son of a bitch. You just want to walk up on me like he's like this. Slow your roll, man. Outside of John 1:17, y'all can't do nothing to me. Which we still need that. We need that Doom Halo crossover game, man. I feel like that is. If they announce that at the Xbox showcase, I'm recording this obviously on a Saturday, even though you're watching it on Sunday, production. But if they announce a Doom, even if they give us a Halo outfit in Doom, the Dark Ages, I would be happy. And then they just kind of vice versa. I don't know if they already did before, but if they haven't, they really should. Master Chief in here would be hilarious. Because they're literally the same guy. Like, Doomslayer and Master Chief are the same person. So now that they own both, put him out there. And plus, it will give people a way to play some version of like a mock Halo on PS5 and is this game on the Switch 2 yet? Or is it going to be on the Switch 2? I don't know if Nintendo back in the day used to hate, violence, but now they're kind of accepting of it on their platform. So maybe this game can be launched on the Switch 2 and people can play as Master Chief if they released a skin for Master Chief. But this game is mindless fun and it's just addicting. You feel like an OP fucking god just murking people. Who doesn't want that? All right. The nearby church. Let's go ahead and grab some power-ups. Grab this shield. The nearby church would be down here. Oh shit. Here we go. Let's get to it, baby. All right. There we go. Unlocked that ability to now deflect green. Get some health back. Go ahead and climb our way back out of here. Perfect. And now let's just get that key again. Because there's still a key down here that we need to get. There we go. Where is all the hidden stuff they put in the game usually? There's usually like hidden little items and collectibles you gotta find in these games. But this game is such a fast-paced fucking just balls to the wall that it's hard to just stop and look at things. You always gotta think like, as a developer, where would I hide things from people? Like I told you to find it, but I don't have to make your life easy. So where would they hide it? I mean, because obviously all these things are destructible, so you could essentially hide it in the most like randomest of nooks in the game, and the player just has to like fucking spend days looking for some shit. All right, what we got? Ooh. Okay. Thank you. Take that off your hands. Let's get up in here. Oh yeah, let's kill all these bitches. Even though it'll make for a good photo. Let's save one person for a photo. Alright. Alright, now let's go ahead and pause. Enable our camera. Not really feeling this guy's position at all. But actually, what's more important is this right here. I think that's the shot. Yeah, there you go. That's the shot. I was trying to get it more personable, but I think the real shot is the sacrifice going on. All right, let's get back in. Let's send this man to the gulag. Let's go ahead and grab our key. All right, so before we go, let's take a look around, make sure there's nothing we're leaving behind. I'm probably never going to find all the collectibles in this game, just knowing my luck. I'm never gonna find them, so let's go ahead and play on. All right. Let's go ahead and unlock this gate. I don't want to look at the map, man. I'm good. Good. All right. Ah, an Oblivion gate. All right, there's 4 of them. Let's go get them, baby. We'll keep the HUD on for this one. I need them bullets, baby. Give me that. Give me that. You don't need that. Give me that. All right, Oblivion gate closed. Go ahead and get some of them perks. Let's get percolating. I like this area. Let's go ahead and turn off our HUD. Let's enable our camera. Let's dislocate. Let's shoot some environmental stuff. Let's go up a little bit higher. Actually, let's start from here and let's just pan forward and then slowly tilt up. Just making sure we keep the statue above our top of our frame. The soundtrack in this game is fucking epic. Like, this shit sounds so moody. I love it. I fucking love it, man. All right, let's reverse the shot now. Let's go from behind the statue. Let's just push in into I wonder what frame rate those birds are moving at. It's a sprite, obviously, but I wonder what frame rate they're moving at. Something you won't even notice in the game while you're playing. But with these tools, we can take a look at a lot of different things that I didn't expect us to take a look at. It's just kind of looking behind the magic of video game making. All right, let's go back in. Let's get to it, boys and girls. We got one more person who needs their life separated from their soul. Let's get them. All right, let's go to these two. Give me them bullets, baby. Why would you run towards me, man? Like, you don't know who I am? Rubber band man. Hey, there we go. All right, and you just a guy with a shield. Look at you. Slow walking ass motherfucker. All right, who else wants this? Just you, dog? Why is it not closing? All right, fuck it. Let's go all the way to the top. Ooh, what is this? Finally got a codex. 1 of 4. Wow, Jesus Christ. 1 of 4. How am I supposed to find the rest of them? All right. All right, come on. Tell me you guys are right. Tell me you guys are right. Oh. Okay. Late spawner. But all the same. There we go. Oblivion Gate destroyed. All right. Let's keep moving. The other one is up there. I see a little boost, a little Halo platform boost. Let's go get it. Okay, guess we can't get that yet. That's fine. Where's your boy supposed to go? Okay, can't go in that direction. And we can't come in here. You just wanted to trap us, huh? That's cute. Alright, we good? A couple strafes, a couple jukes. Look at you. Look at you. All right. I think that's what, 3 out of 4? Gotta keep going. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. All right, this is a full automatic. Okay, let's get it. All right, so to switch weapons, we gotta hold. We can either tap to just go to our previous, or we can hold to get the weapon wheel. All right, good to know. Our weapon wheel is only just 2 things, so we can just keep tapping back and forth. All right, let's get to it. All right, let's go back to our previous shotgun. All right. Just follow the path, but let's deviate first. Let's go over here. All right, cool. We were just here, so that's good. We were just here. All right, full circle. Nothing wrong with that. All right, other gun. There we go. All right, all 4 have been destroyed. Perfect. All right, secret key unlocked. Obtained, I mean. Not even unlocked, just obtained. Bam. Bing bong. Bing. All right. Let's go unlock that room. Let's see what secrets we're going to be rewarded with. All right. Another life sigil. So we got 2 life sigils now. So actually 3 life sigils. So if anything was to happen to us, we'd be all right. Cool. Let's go ahead and grab these power-ups. Get your boy at 100% health. All right. All right, let's go. Unlock camera. Let's take a look at this little beauty of a fight. We got Drogon over here fighting a oversized cave troll. All right, let's get going. Now, see, we could just jump down, or we could run down. I didn't even see you spawn in. Got lucky on that one. There you go. There we go. Oh shit, there's two of them. All right. Gotta get real creative with our defenses here. Because we still got these little fuckers trying to get us. All right, now it's just the two of us. All right, here we go. I give up trying to find collectibles. I'm just gonna play the game. Ooh, there we go. One more. It's one more. But actually, look at that face of terror. Let's get the HUD to go away completely. There we go. Let's go and grab this photo. Bam, bam. I love it. Now, can we see Doomslayer? Nope. Nope. It's still just hands, knees, and toes. Awesome, awesome. I love it. Let's get back into it. Ah, shit, he killed me? I thought I got him. All right, let's go ahead and try that again. Got too carried away taking photos. We missed our last lightning bolt. There we go. Ooh, right in the face. There we go. Now he finally shows up. I like that. I like that. Little creepy ass motherfucker. Let's pull out, and then let's push in. Let's just punch out just a little bit. Don't want to clip his head too much. Go ahead and grab that. All right, let's play the cutscene. I like that. I like that. Are they all T-posing? Oh, come on. Ooh, I like this. I like this. Don't even go anywhere. Just give me that. Give me this hellscape. All right, let's just do it in a. Yeah, there you go. Let's do it in a. Let's shoot it like that. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's the shot. All right, go ahead and play the cutscene. Let's get that. Let's get that. I wish I could turn that fire off behind him. It's killing this shot. What does the background behind you look like? Nah. Alright, let's go ahead and just... The cutscene kind of breaks. Yeah, the tool is great, but it definitely does break cutscenes a lot. We'll redo this part so we can just play the whole cutscene out as it's supposed to, so you can see what it was. But yeah, sometimes the tool just... It's not... This game is built on Unreal Engine, but it's still not base Unreal Engine. There's a lot of modifications to it, so it causes a lot of, I guess, some hiccups, so to speak. But it's worth the price of admission, man. It's not that big of a deal if you can work through it. But yeah, Otis Inf, man, Patreon, $5 a month, updates, games drop, updates to the tool. If you haven't checked out the Patreon already, you need to, because if you're watching this, I'm taking you live, taking photos and games, and this is the one person holding up this entire niche community of video game players. So go support, man. Go support. Nah, I'm about to die. Am I? Nope. Got him. All right, chapter 1 is done. We're 45% complete. There's a lot of stuff we didn't find. Secrets, we only found 2 out of 6. Codex, we only found 1 out of 2. Collectible toys, there's 2, we found none. Skins, there are 1, we found 0. Well, we still did good enough. All right, so let's go back outside. So remember I told you that the camera only triggers once you're in the game? Well, once you are back to the main title screen with the camera now enabled, you can now hide the HUD. There you go. And you now have this view. So if you're looking at how I created the whatchamacallit, the thumbnail for this video, this is how we did it. All right, so now we're gonna just freeze and we're gonna unlock, and now we're gonna create the thumbnail. Let's go ahead and grab it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how the thumbnail for this video was created. Thanks for watching. This is your boy Augie. I'll be back next Sunday. We'll continue playing Doom Dark Ages just to get some more content out there. And for those who are looking for the alternative thumbnail that you saw, I did do a test. YouTube has this thing where you can test multiple thumbnails to see which one does the best. This is how I got that one. So those who saw this one, those saw the previous photo, that's how I made both of them. I will see you next Sunday. By the way, I am playing Doom Dark Ages on Game Pass. Otis's tool with the latest update works with Game Pass, so you don't have to go buy the game on Steam. If you have Game Pass already, the tools will work and you'll be doing the same thing I'm doing. So until next time, I'll see you guys later. Have a great rest of your week. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero What If should be coming out this Friday with Cooler versus Goku. So check that out Friday. Hopefully you guys enjoy those videos. Until then, peace.